me. My name is Olivia. That's me. And I'm actually not going to be talking about Edge today. I'm going to be talking about the things that I did outside of Edge, but that Edge helped me prepare for. And so I'll be talking about my CNA program, which is why I have scrubs on right now, being in band, and then also everything I've done in being in Girl Scouts. And then I'll also be talking about my future, which includes Spain and my interest in fashion. So the CNA program is a program where the first semester we have classes at William Jewell, learning about how to be a certified nursing assistant, and then second semester we actually get to go to the hospital and get like hands-on experience. And Edge helped me prepare for this because there's a lot of different perspectives in the healthcare field, and to be a good healthcare provider you have to have some level of empathy because you have all these people coming in from various situations and you never know like how much pain they're in, their financial situation, how far they are from their home, any of that. But you just kind of have to, be really deliberate about making a positive impact, and everything that you do kind of matters. It's like, you guys know that scene from Ratatouille where Remy the rat is explaining to different people in the kitchen where he's like, oh, this is the sous chef, and this is the guy who does the sauces. Like, it's literally just like that. You have like the CNAs and the nurses and the patients and the doctors and the social workers, and you have all these people like working together towards one common goal, and I just think that's so cool and like fascinating. So there I am with my friends, and then with one of the nurses and social workers, and then there's us learning how to give a bed bath to someone. And then band. I've been in band since 6th grade, so I've been playing the clarinet for, 7 years now, which is actually insane to think about. But I started off as a clarinet player, freshman year marching band, and then I became a section leader, and then I became an assistant drum major, and now I'm the head drum major, so I really love it. So I'm really proud of that journey personally. Being a drum major is probably one of the hardest things I've ever done in my entire life. But also very, very rewarding. I had to learn how to not equate my value as a musician with my value as a human being, so that was a huge learning curve for me. If you're in band, you know. And also just Edge really helped me by providing me with being able to build my confidence and getting another outlet where I could express myself in addition from band, so I just really love that. As a drum major, I'm kind of in this weird position that's higher than a section leader but not quite a director, and so being able to collaborate and communicate with everyone in the band is really important, and so that helped me a lot. Also, drum major was a job that was founded in the military, so historically drum majors have been men. So for me, I had to figure out how I wanted to be a drum major with also preserving my femininity, so that was kind of a really interesting journey to learn about. And I actually learned that being a drum major makes my femininity stronger, and I think that's really cool. Shout out to Dr. Langhorst for the photos, by the way. He took the one on the left and the one on the right, and I just love looking at these photos. There's such a difference. I look like such a baby in that one, and then I feel like I'm so much grown up in the bottom right. I can literally I can hear the music in that photo, which is crazy. And then in this photo where I'm have the blue shirt on smiling, I love that photo because I didn't even know my band director was taking a photo. I was just so happy, and then I saw there was a photo on Twitter, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's me. So that was really cute. And then Girl Scouts, oh my gosh, I've been in Girl Scouts since kindergarten. There I am with my little Daisy uniform, and I'm still in it, very, very heavily involved. Here I am getting my Gold Award, which is the annual equality event at Liberty High School. And then Girl Scouts. Girl Scouts has given me a lot of opportunities to work with different people and learn about what it looks like to work with a nonprofit organization. So I'm one of the junior board members for our council, which has granted me so many opportunities, being able to listen and offer my perspective during board meetings. And here I am dressing up as a Thin Mint Girl Scout cookie in front of the Chiefs announcer with 500 elementary schoolers. Never thought I would have that on my bingo card, but there we are. There I am on the news. That was super fun. I got to practice public speaking. Here I am in the middle between two very special women, Dr. Lori Kurtz-Luther. She's the city manager for Overland Park, and then Kathy Nelson, who's sports manager, CEO of Kansas City. But they were so cool to talk to. I'm so glad that I got that opportunity to talk to them and see how they, are just leaders in our community. That was amazing. And I also do the regular Girl Scout stuff, going to camp and selling cookies, but that's boring. You already know about that. And there I am with my troop on the top right. And I also plan to continue doing Girl Scouts. They have a Girl Scouts Overseas program, so when I'm in Spain, I can actually still be a volunteer. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then also, this is just me trying new things. I feel Edge really encouraged me to try new things throughout the 4 years, and so I want to talk about a couple of things that I'm particularly proud of that I did. I auditioned to be a runway model at Kansas City Fashion Week. I have zero modeling experience, but one day they were having an open casting call, and I was like, oh my gosh, I should go. And now I make a little tradition of it, and I like go to the audition and buy myself a latte after, and it's so much fun. And there I am at Kansas City Fashion Week with my mom. I styled both of our outfits. And then there I am with one of my favorite designers, Sarah Skelly. And so that was really fun. And also, me and Morgan Yates are starting a fashion styling business. It's called Mode Moda, which means fashion in French and then fashion in Italian. And so we have an Instagram. You guys should totally give us a follow. Just wanted to put that in there. Yeah, and then also, I've been learning Italian for maybe 4 years now, just like as a little side quest, and I love the Italian language. And then last summer, I was able to actually go to the International School of Milan for 2 weeks in Italy and like be a student there. And so I took 2 classes. I took an Italian language class, and then I also took a sustainable fashion and upcycling class. So that was super fun. There I am with Nonna making pasta from scratch. That was cute. And these are the friends that I made. So there's Alina, who's from Canada, me, Tamar from Israel, and then Rebecca, she lives in Portugal, and then Alida from Cambodia. And I just love that like you can find people in different countries who are exactly like you. Like they have a completely different background, different life. I just think that's so inspiring. And I still talk to all of them this day. And if I think about it too much, I'm gonna cry because I love them so much. And there I am graduating the 2 classes that I took. So that was really fun because it was crazy. Like when I got there, I was like, oh my gosh, I made the wrong decision. Why did I hop on a plane across the ocean by myself to go to school in a new country with a new language? This is crazy. But it all worked out in the end. That's okay. And speaking of going to school in a new country, I decided to do it again for college. This time in Spain. So I'll be going to St. Louis University in Madrid with Scarlett. I'll be studying public health and nursing, and so the first 2 years are in Madrid and the last 2 years are in St. Louis. If it wasn't for the G in EDGE, which stands for global, I would probably be going somewhere else, like school in Missouri. So that's crazy to think about. Yeah, just my soul kind of yearned for more, which sounds cringy, but like, I don't know. I always just wanted to know that I wanted to go abroad. So I'm looking forward to that. And this leads me to the credits. Thank you very much to all the EDGE teachers for encouraging me to dig deeper and try new things. And if I say anything else, I'll probably start crying, and I don't want to do that because it's a Monday morning. But I just really appreciate all of you guys for everything that you've done for me for 4 years. And in the words of Chef Gusto from Ratatouille, your only limit is your soul.